How would famous streamers look as video game characters? That's the question I asked around 3 weeks ago. And in my search for an answer, I've spent a lot of time researching reference, writing, designing, drawing, and painting. Now, I bring you the grand finale of this journey. After the last video, where I designed the first 3 of the 6 characters and showcased the entire process of choosing the streamers and the video games, I will now show you how I created the last 3 designs. And let me say, 2 of these last 3 are, in my opinion, the best ones. So, let's not waste any more time and move on to making JaidenAnimations a Valorant character. The first step was to search for reference pictures of her. Here I encountered 2 problems. First, I discovered that she has a VTuber model that could easily fit into Valorant. However, I decided to ignore this model entirely to ensure my design didn't resemble it. The second problem was choosing between her real-life appearance and her animated avatar. I wasn't sure which one to use at the moment, so I kept gathering reference images and left this decision for future me. After collecting all the necessary reference, I searched for Valorant characters and images that captured the game vibe. Then I took notes on the Valorant characters and made sketches of Jaiden to study her appearance. Next, I had to decide what kind of character I would design. After a lot of thought, I found a solution to my problem. Valorant characters have unique abilities, so what if I made her avatar her power, a sort of puppet she can manipulate? With that in mind, I wrote a brief character description. A special agent who, by dividing her soul, can generate an avatar that moves, scouts, and kills. With this concept in place, I had everything I need to start designing. Here's how the reference sheet turned out. I began by making quick, rough sketches to explore ideas. Here, I was searching for a pose, a way to display her ability, and a strong composition. After that, I selected concepts 1 and 4 and developed them further, refining the anatomy, designing the outfit, and adding more details. Then I chose one design, refined the drawing, and started painting. As you can see, I made an interesting designing choice. I thought it would be cool if it looked like she was pulling her avatar body from hell, since she uses her soul to control it. I think it adds a nice touch to the design. Also, the orange tones make this version very different from her VTuber model. So, here's the final result. I have to say, it turned out really cool. Here's a Valorant character for comparison. Clearly, I'm not at that level yet, but I'm very proud of my version. And I don't know if you noticed, but on the hand that she uses to summon her avatar, she wears a gauntlet inspired by digital artist gloves. Next up is Charlie, aka Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, reimagined as a The Legend of Zelda character. Here, I had one thing clear. I would focus on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom art style. So I searched for images of these games that capture the mood, then looked for characters as references, and also explored a variety of Link's armor. I took notes on important traits from these images. Then I jumped straight into searching for references of Charlie. Primarily, I was looking for different angles of his face and variations in his facial expressions. I also searched for references of his body, and holy moly, he is in really good shape. As a warm-up and a study exercise, I made these sketches of him. Some of them don't look great, but they were good enough. I added those sketches to the reference sheet and wrote a quick description of the character. A Huion who travels the world, having fun testing his strength and skill. Here is the full reference sheet. The first thing I did was create some rough sketches to explore different ideas, primarily focusing on the pose, the weapon, and the overall energy of the character. After laying down 6 concepts, I choose concept 1, 2, and 6 to develop further. I refined these 3, aiming to make them clearer. I'll be honest, option 1 was my favorite, but it didn't fit the character I had in mind. Option 2, on the other hand, felt very stiff and lacked flow, but it had the vibe I was looking for. So I went with option 2. While maintaining the energy of the character, I redrew the whole thing, making sure the pose felt more natural. The anatomy was improved. The tattoos were similar but not identical, and the weapon design was better. Then I started painting, trying to emulate the character illustrations I had as reference. And here is the result. I have to say, when I first started painting, it looked horrible, but I trusted the process, and the more I worked on it, the more I liked it, until I reached a point where I think this is my favorite piece, so I'm very happy with this one. And remember, if you're enjoying this video, like and subscribe, because that helps a lot. What didn't help though was how tired I was for the last character, Asmongold as Monster Hunter character. By the way, important message here, while writing this script, I just saw the comments that Asmongold has made about AI art, and I think it's sad to have a creator that doesn't understand art and its complexity, and starts saying that AI is going to replace human, and we should abandon this career path, and that's absolutely wrong. I recommend pick a video about AI, and also I almost erased this whole part because of that, but I decided to not erase it. Of all the games, Monster Hunter has the most complex and detailed designs, which made this even more challenging for me. But hoping for the best and having faith in myself, I started gathering images of Asmongold. And I have to say, I was confused. Maybe it was because I was exhausted, but he is a strange human being. I saw that he once made a video or a live stream of himself showering, I think. Anyway, that was actually helpful for me as an artist because it allowed me to see his anatomy. During my research, I also found some clips of him interacting with cockroaches in his room, as if they were pets. Honestly, my spine shivered watching those clips. But after gathering all sorts of images, I made some study sketches of him and then moved on to researching Monster Hunter environments and character designs. Next, I wrote a short description of the character. A biologist specialized in insects who learn to use the insect glaive to explore freely. His insect companion is a roach. And here is the full reference sheet. Ready to finish this, I started making quick sketches to explore the ideas I had in mind, focusing on dynamic poses and composition. From all the sketches, I kept option 2, 3, and 4. Then I started developing them further. But while working on option 2, I realized it was a bad choice. It was cool and dynamic, yes, but it didn't allow for comfortable design work. So I was left with options 3 and 4. After finishing the sketches for both, I chose one and refined the drawing. I checked Monster Hunter concept art and noticed that they use line art combined with soft and hard brush rendering. And at this point, I died. Not physically, but mentally. It was already late night, I had only 4 hours of sleep, and I was taking medicine for a bacterial infection. I was completely drained. I had to accept that I wouldn't finish this one as well as the others. So I put some music and I did the best I could with the line art and the rendering. And here is the final result. I'm sorry, but I don't feel great about this one. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So, let me know in the comments which design is your favorite. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm off to rest, watch a movie or something. I don't know. I just hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. Bye.